guys, this is a video on basic exercises so you can improve your playing abilities with the berimbau. So this is the berimbau, this is the verga, this is the string, the cabaça, the xixi, this is a stick you hit the string with, and this is a rock. You can use a rock, a stone, or you can use a coin, but it has to be heavy. So the first difficult thing about the berimbau is how to hold it. You have to use your little finger on the string that holds the cabaça to the wire. Your other fingers have to be embracing the verga only in this side, and this thumb has to be free so you can hold the rock. You can't hold the verga like this. Okay? So the verga is actually being balanced on your hand. You're not holding it, it's balanced, so it's always leaning forward. This is the first important tip. So you hold the berimbau, let it lean forward. This hurts your finger, okay? It will get really sore. The pain will go through your finger, to your arm, to your shoulders. But in a few weeks of playing, you don't feel any pain. So if it hurts a lot, put the verga on the chair you're sitting on. So you don't have to make too much an effort with your finger. So the first thing is to hold it. The second is to hold the rock, your stone or your coin. You have to hold it on your finger with your thumb pressing right where your finger bends. Okay? Little finger on the string, the other fingers holding the verga, and these two fingers holding the rock. So you do a movement like this. This is the first important exercise. Just hold the verga, hold the stone, press it on the wire, and take it off. And this already makes a sound. This is actually a sound you can play. The other part now is holding the stick and hitting the string. It's different. You can't hold it firmly and strike the string like this, holding it. It has to be loose. So when you don't have the stone touching the string, there's a best position to hit the string. You have to find it playing. So if you hit it really close to the string like this, kind of sound. If you go up, it gets different. If you hit it below the string, it's a different sound. So you have to find a position where it's comfortable, it makes the nicest sound. It's a position really close to the string, okay? So you have one exercise already, it's just pushing the coin on the wire. A second one, which is just striking the string. You can have a combination of both. So you hit the wire one time, press the stone. I'm playing it a little so you can practice with your berimbau. You can actually follow me. A third sound is to hold the rock or your coin onto the string. You have to press it hard, and you hit the string just above the rock. Just the same way as you have a nice spot on the string, you have a nice spot over the rock. Okay? Stone. The same thing. If you go up, the sound changes. So there's a place where there's a clean sound. You have to practice this, holding it strong and not letting it shake on the string. Okay. So your third exercise. This may seem easy, but it's not. You need a lot of strength on your finger here. And this is simple when you're playing it, but when you're using it with a combination with other sounds, it may be difficult. So our next exercise is to hit the string once without the stone, then press it on into a second. So the first practice you're doing, you're hitting it, making a second sound, pressing the stone, and a third sound with the stick. Very important to be conscious that when you put the rock on the string, it's making a sound. So when you're doing this, you're making 3 sounds. It's different from this. You have to touch the stone nearly at the same time where you hit the stick. This is 2 sounds. Of course, you will always have a little sound before you strike the string, but it's different. You have to be conscious of this, okay? This is another exercise. Hit the string once without the stone, then on with the stone, but try to press the rock. At the same time, you will hit the string. Now let's go back to the other exercise. Know this difference. You're making 3 sounds or 2 sounds. Okay, our next exercise is the pressure you apply on the string with the stone. There's a sound you can make. It's like a rattle. You have to just touch the string, but don't press it hard. Just as you did before, you will strike the string just above the stone or your coin, but it makes a different sound. It's like a rattle. Okay? Now let's mix the 2 sounds. Press it hard once and let it loose. This is a simple but very important exercise. Just as you have to know the difference between just touching the stone and making a sound, you have to know the difference between a firmly pressed stone and it loose. It's 2 different sounds and they're important. A lot of rhythms in berimbau playing. Okay? So hard and soft. Now for our next exercise. All of these sounds can be different if you have the cabasa leaning forward, not touching your belly, or if it's touching your belly. So the next exercise is to make each one of these sounds touching the cabasa on your belly and taking it off. So the first basic sound, just touching the string with the coin. This is a very difficult exercise and it takes a lot of strength, okay? Our next sound, just a string without the stone pressing on it. Next exercise, pressing it strong. Next exercise, the rattle sound. Okay, the berimbau seems like a simple instrument, but it's very complex. Okay, now for our next exercise, let's try to use the kashishi. The kashishi is a rattle. You can use whatever you have if it's not a kashishi, but it's an important sound. You have to practice. Okay, so the first thing is just to hold it. Sit it on the palm of your hand like this. Okay. To play holding it is already something difficult. So do all the exercises you were doing, holding the kashishi now. First, without the coin or stone pressing. Now pressing it hard. Now the rattle sound. Now the difficult part. You have to play the kashishi sometimes without hitting the string. So it goes like this. Pressing it hard now. Now softly. Okay, so there's a lot of things you have to do with the berimbau. There's a lot of things you have to play. Now let's analyze the Angola rhythm. Okay? So Angola rhythm begins with 2 strikes on the string with the coin loose. It makes a rattle sound like this. Okay? So let's practice Angola. The beginning of it. You hold the kashishi, strike the string 2 times. The third sound, you take the cabaça off from your belly. So the rattle sound is always, you prefer to play it always with the cabaça touching your belly because it's louder, so it doesn't have to be off. Every time you take the cabaça off your belly, the sound gets louder. Okay, so the first 2 sounds are touching your belly. And the third sound, you take it off your belly and you take the coin off and strike it without the stone, like this. Okay? Now the fourth sound. the string hard, with the stone pressing hard on it. Four sounds, now the fifth sound. So doing these basic exercises in the beginning, you can see how complex a rhythm like Angola is. And you have to know all these components so it sounds like Angola and it sounds nice. Okay? So practice these basic exercises, all your playing rhythms will improve, I guarantee. Okay?